in a room.
It's almost 2 years to the day.
Is it? Goodness me. Since I saw your mugs. I actually prefer you on Zoom. You look much more happy and peaceful on Zoom.
Just curious, Alex is going to do his question on his laptop, so you get that lovely.
It's a fair one, yeah, so I get that reverb, because that's been brilliant fun, listening to that every week.
Christian.
I suppose you thought that you were probably going to pay for not taking your chances for staff.
Well, you hope you're not going to pay for it, but we did. First off, I thought we were excellent. The game plan you start out with was delivered by the players. Kept it nice and tight. Shape was excellent. Kept them to playing around our shape. Never really broke us down. And had the best chances. And one falls to Dwight. You'd like it to go in, of course, but we're completely in the game at half time. And then second half, after a really poor goal, it just affected us so clearly for 8 minutes, and it's just the madness of football sometimes. Instead of doing, you can concede, but I said to the players after, it doesn't stop you from doing what you were doing. All it means is you've got to do it even better so you can get back in the game. And we just lost sight of that, opened up too quickly. It's like we thought we were going to score straight away against a team who've only conceded 18 goals. And then we get the second goes in, and then you're worried, and then the third, and that's it, gone really. Really confused by that 8 or 9 minutes. We'll debrief it with the players and have a look, obviously, because it's not like us, and especially not like us over the last 8 or 9 games.
They're not goals you generally concede, are they?
No, just like I say, we stopped doing all the basic principles of what we were doing. Physically lost out on a couple of challenges. Didn't keep our shape. Didn't work as quickly in transition, defensively as quickly in transition, and got punished by a group of very, very talented players. We know, Chelsea's been some noise made of them. I did say before the game, I said I still look at them players on the team sheet and their subs bench, and I think, well, they've got some handy players without a doubt.
You mentioned it might have affected the confidence. Were you considering Dwight was getting a bit of stick from the fans?
I thought Dwight was terrific. I've got to be honest, apart from not scoring a goal, I thought he was terrific. The bravery to come and get the ball, getting questioned for probably the first time is part of his development. And our fans are very fair, but they're questioning him at the minute. But he's a fine young player, and part of his development will be playing under them circumstances. But he never shied away from the ball. He kept coming and getting the ball, even though he knew the crowd had just given him a little bit. But at the end of the day, that's part of being a footballer. That's part of his growth as a footballer. But it wasn't about Dwight McNeil today. Goodness, his first half, I thought he was terrific. Him and Aaron Lennon, both of them, I thought they were terrific.
Have you had to speak to Dwight about that?
No, I just told him this is a reality. This is how you learn. We've all had it. Trust me, I've had my fair share.
So Ben, how close was Ben?
Yeah, hopefully it'll settle down this week. It's always a close one, but it wasn't right. He couldn't walk properly. It's a knock though, so hopefully that'll be quicker to settle down. It's a bad knock. It's not a twist. Sorry. So, hopefully that'll settle down over the next few days. I must say though, it's nothing. There's no slot and collar again today because I thought he did well. And there wasn't actually. It's not an individual thing today. It's a collective thing. That 8 minutes was a collective thing. It wasn't about individuals. I didn't think.
Sort of makes Brentford a bit bigger now, Sean, on next week.
They're all big games. When we come into this run, if you looked on a piece of paper, I don't think people would think we'd get the points that we have. So every game's a big game. It's it's not just about one game. It's all of the games.
You said it was a collective thing today. Did the players need to sort of take ownership of things a little bit more at 1-0 and just try and whether it's trying?
All it was just continue to do the things we'd done in the first half. Keep your shape, play forward but with quality, which we had done. Play simple but effective football, which we'd done so well for the first half, and we just lost sight of it. And too many gaps, too many changeovers of play, too many where we could have won challenges, didn't win them, like loose challenges. And before you know it, the teams of this quality, they hurt you, and they did today.
You mentioned the Dwight there. Obviously, despite things perhaps not going his way, the fact that he's still searching for the ball, showing for the ball, that shows a bit of character.
Absolutely, character, courage. He wants to play, he wants to do well, he wants to deliver. I think he's a fine player, and I think that's part of his development. Like I say, the crowd are very good, and they've been very fair to all of these players and myself over many years. Now and again, if they have a bit of a challenge with a player or a little bit of moment with a player, it's part of your development to learn how to play through that. But he certainly showed signs to come and get the ball and continue playing, and that's a great credit to him.
You said before, you can overthink things. I think you said the other week in his football. I guess it's important not to overthink.
Yeah, I think it's a strange one, I must say, because I thought first half I thought he was excellent. Just give him a chance doesn't mean you haven't played well. You know, he played very well first half, and Azza as well. I think Azza's in fine form, and Azza continued in the second half. And you know, Dwight's not far away from where he needs to be, that's for sure. But sometimes that's just the way crowds are. You know, they just get something in their mind, and it's difficult to remove it. But it's the player and the team's job to remove it.
You never considered sort of taking him off as a bit of, I guess.
I considered taking all 11 off for 8 minutes. Trust me, I never could have, I would have.
And just a word on bringing J-Rod back in at Max's expense. Was that just a tactical thing rather than Max?
Yeah, I think Max is still, you know, people forget that we've been trying to get him fit, as in Premier League fit. So how many times you play him, how many times he look sharp. He looked sharper today when he came on than he did when he started the other day. So credit to him for that. You know, we want to get him Premier League fit. And Wout's another one, we took him off just to save him. He's ran miles for us and continues to do so. So, you know, once you're 3-4 down, then your brain's thinking differently then. You're not thinking about you are thinking, can we get it? Because we all know the weird marvel of football. It happens. But really you're thinking, right, okay, what's the next step? Who do we need to protect? What can we get from this game as a positive in what ended up a negative situation with a heavy loss?
Sean, in that sense, how long does Maxwell need before he can sort of start him every Saturday?
Well, no, we've started him a few games. The challenge is when you've got so many games, how do you get them fit in between? Usually you'd use the in-betweens of games to get 2 extra work, 2 extra top-up work. He'd had too many days off when he came back from... agreed days off, by the way, someone asked me that the other week. But of course, the risk and reward of having days off between the work that you need to be fit. He went to AFCON, didn't play that much. He hadn't played much before he went there. So, like I always say, though, you've got to remember it's Premier League fit. You know, he's a fit guy, but it's that real sharpness. And Wout's come in who's playing regularly, and he's got that. He's got that true, deep fitness, and he's showing that with his performances and his energy. So, yeah, it's getting Maxwell sharp and fit and ready to go, but he's getting there.
Game had gone sharp. Was it a penalty on Maxwell?
I don't want to cry in too much. I thought what I'm worried about at the minute is the performance today from the referee. I think is going back to 2 years ago. So I think we had a really good year last year when everyone, I think fans alike, it seemed to me everyone was happy that the game was flowing more. Today there's so many, I thought, nothing situations that were penalised. I mean, Westy, I think he got booked. I don't think he even touches the man. I've seen it back, and I don't think he physically touches the man. So I'm a little bit worried that it's going to start going backwards, because the last few weeks I've seen it again, where players have fallen on the floor and the referee giving them immediately, and I thought there was too many of them today. But that's nothing to do with the result, by the way. You know, we didn't take care of ourselves for the results. But in the bigger picture of what's going on, then I don't think fans, I certainly don't want to see it go back to where it was. But I must say, over the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've been seeing it again, and I saw it today. Players going down far too easy and the referee giving fouls.
Thanks everyone. Any more questions?
Thanks, Sean.
Cheers, everyone.
Thanks a lot.
You like it up? All right. Digging in, mate. Digging in.